All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we've got the announcement here for some maintenance coming to Dokkan here on March 2nd, 9 p.m. Eastern until 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Very odd that it is only an hour and a half. It doesn't really give us any details. They never really do. These maintenances are usually for like if there's some sort of app update, or if they're really adding in some new feature, or they're doing like something. It's not normally just like a data download, right? Those are very simple. But we will get like these maintenances when there's actually like something that they're implementing in. So we're going to take a look and see what we think this could be. And especially because it's only an hour and a half long, it doesn't strike me as something crazy. Like, I don't think they're adding like the new game mode. I don't think that they're, you know, revamping a whole bunch of stuff. I don't think it's a huge app update. I don't think it's a huge version update. I don't think it's anything crazy like that. But if we look over here at what Rick has been putting out, so Rick is very, very reliable in the Dokkan community for, you know, data downloads, for server stuff, for like really anything that has to do with like the timing and the way like they put stuff into the coding. This dude is on it. So we're looking here at what he's got in here, and he talked a little bit about how the established pattern for the content drops for JB's old time, 8 a.m. GMT, and the data download will be a day later than usual. So this kind of goes with the reason why we did not get the EZA details for these guys here, because the actual like update time for some of these banners, like the home screen banners that kind of scroll across at the bottom, are a little bit later than like the normal time. So that kind of pushed everything to the right a day. So what we thought the EZAs were going to drop yesterday, they're likely dropping tonight, or like the details are dropping tonight. Not the actual EZAs, the details are dropping tonight. So we'll be able to get to see those in the morning, right? When I'll wake up, I'll look at those and I'll put my video out for them and kind of talk about my thoughts for those. But all in all, we should see those details later tonight. He does talk a little bit about the maintenance here, which is kind of like the topic of what we're talking about. That the global maintenance announced for March 3rd GMT or March 2nd for North America. Since the maintenance is only an hour and a half long, I think this will only be the change for the 1 stone hidden potential skill replacement back to 5 stones. I don't think the new mode will be in this maintenance. Yeah, so we're on the same page here with this being such a short maintenance. I don't think that they're implementing in anything huge. So him saying that they're going from the 1 stone back to the 5 stones for the hidden potential is unfortunate, because basically if you've been messing around with your units a lot in the hidden potential, usually if you want to change one of their like main skills, whether it be an additional crit or a dodge, you either have to feed in a copy of that character or usually spend 5 stones to just change the 1 node. During the anniversary period, we've had it to where you can use only 1 stone to change that. So I would recommend, if you are going to mess around with your character's hidden potentials a little bit more, I would probably do that sooner rather than later, before this goes away. Now, Dokkan never really gave us any like set time when it would go away. It just said later in the 11th anniversary. So I think we're hitting later on the 11th anniversary. So it's going to go away very soon. So if you guys need to make any adjustments to hidden potentials for any of your characters, I would jump on that now before it's too late. Now, it is a good thing that we should be getting the EZA details for these boys here tonight, while this is still a thing, in case something happens with their kits, that it is beneficial to change around their hidden potentials, right? So we'll definitely look at that once the details actually drop, once we can actually see what these boys are doing. Then we'll kind of make the adjustment on, okay, how do we think we should build their hidden potentials out? And I usually like to do the hidden potential build videos like after I've done like a showcase and I've gotten time to really look at them. But with this being such a very close thing, right? This is literally next week. I'll probably put that out a little bit sooner. That way, anybody who wants to like rearrange those hidden potentials, you still can, without having to spend 5 stones each node you want to change, or feed in a new copy of the character every time you want to change something. So we'll definitely get that out a little bit sooner. But talking about here, he says that also the next Dokkan Fest might not even be in this maintenance. So a lot of times when they do these maintenances, we get the data download and we should usually see like the next Dokkan Fest. Now, just the timing of this doesn't really work out. So if we look at the details in the news for the actual like celebration. If I can find it really quick. We got so much news in here with the whole lot of nothing going on. If we go down, typically if you look at like the stone sales or you look at the Elder Kai banners, they're not always indicative of the next drop, but they're typically pretty spot on. So this one, the stones are usually a day before. So the stone sales go until the 5th at 9:59 a.m. EST. And then if we go down to the Elder Kai banner, this goes till the 5th at 11:59 p.m. EST, which then rolls into midnight, which is the typical banner drop time for global. So presumably the 6th is when we would see the next summonable unit, the next Dokkan Fest character, which is, what is that, a week and a couple days away? So I mean, that kind of lines up. If they're going to do an EX part for the anniversary, I'd say it lines up pretty well for them to do that, you know, have it be part of an anniversary character, kind of like how they did with the Super Saiyan 3 mini Vegeta last year. They could tack on that early March Dokkan Fest and just claim it as an anniversary character, an EX part of the anniversary. Whether they decide to do that or not, I don't know. But everything for the anniversary pretty much goes until the 10th, right? So it would be odd. Yeah, see, like the 10th here at 4 a.m. basically is when all the missions go. So to me, it seems odd to start the next campaign while we still technically have the anniversary going on, right? I mean, everything you see here is the 10th. So I think this is going to be an EX part. I think this is going to be part of it. I think this could be a little bit in there with it. I don't know specifically if this is going to have the stuff for the next Dokkan Fest in there, but I'm not going to say it's not. I think this is, like Rick said, I think this is going to be a simple, quick, just a little fix that they're doing with the hidden potential stuff. I think that's a pretty spot on assessment. But I mean, with the timing of all this stuff, with, you know, the background music, the Survivor going until late February, to have that like written like that with the anniversary goes until like the 10th of March makes me think that they're going to have different background music for something else that's coming for an EX part. So to me, a lot of this stuff is pointing towards there being an EX part for the anniversary, which is something we put another video out on prior, a couple days ago. So if you haven't checked that out, you can check it. You can look at that. It's my speculation. It's my whole talk about it. But yeah, for this, the EZA details for these guys should drop tonight. We do have a maintenance that's coming up on the 2nd for a very short maintenance period. What they're doing here, nobody knows for certain until it's actually done. But my guess, just like Rick, is that it's not going to be anything too crazy just because it's a very short time period. So we'll see. And once these EZAs drop, man, I'm going to be very much looking forward to getting looking at their details and figuring out how to build these guys and getting them back into it, man, because I'm very excited for these characters to make their return. But that's going to do it for this video today. Just want to kind of talk about the little maintenance that popped up here and some of the thoughts that I've been having that going to correspond with this, as well as like the fact that we didn't get the EZAs last night. We should get the details tonight, all that stuff. So it all blends together in my own special way. If you guys did stick around in this video, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the maintenance coming up. What do you guys think we could be seeing from this? Do you think it is something as simple as just the hidden potential getting reverted back to the 5 stones? Do you think we could see the next Dokkan Fest in here? Or do you think we could see something more? Let me know in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.